First of all, let me start from the equation of line. This is an equation of line. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Where m represents slope. Rise, run, or you can say it is the ratio. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
If I want to transform something from one formation to another formation, then one formation X is an input, I want to get the output, but with some changing parameter along with some intercept means starting value.
Yes, fine, sir.
Right now, I would like to consider the simplest scenario of temperature. Many, on your mobile phone, on smart gadgets, you can transform the Celsius into Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit into Celsius. Yes. You can transform Fahrenheit temperature into Celsius or Celsius into Fahrenheit. So, suppose if we want to predict some value of water when it is hot, for example, the temperature of water when it is at 50 degrees centigrade, we want to predict or we want to make a computing algorithm which can predict it in terms of Fahrenheit, how it will measure it. Okay, that that Celsius can be measured in Fahrenheit how much? For example, 50 degrees centigrade of water in Fahrenheit, what it should be. So it can be done with the help of this equation of line. And if we see it in terms of our demanded request, we can notice we demand what? Output and slope. Okay, changing will happen. You can keep it as it is. Our input, of course, what? Celsius. Some starting point for Y. Some business, okay? Or as in terms of temperature Fahrenheit, we will predict, of course, there is a benchmark thing. We can consider it. In this scenario, suppose water. What is the boiling point?
100 degrees Celsius.
Okay, in case of Celsius, but in case of Fahrenheit, we also know this Fahrenheit benchmark. Is it okay?
Yes.
In freezing case, (0 degree centigrade), 32 in terms of Fahrenheit. So there are many ways we can deal this equations. Which equations? This one. For example, this one, this equations. We simply can determine the slope and substitute it here, or we can use the elimination method as we studied in our childhood classes, 6th class, 5th grade. So let me go to that one. In this situation, in case of this is the boiling point of water in terms of Celsius. So C plus B. Just leave it as it is for a moment. So here in case of
Fahrenheit.
Super 32.
sorry Yes, please.
सर इधर 22 नहीं आएगा फॉर्मूला
32
No, this
But 100 की
just
Fahrenheit.
yes. In this case, it will be 0. Okay. In case of Celsius, the equation will be written like this. Yes, please. 0 at the initial point where there is no change. Celsius at 0 degree centigrade. Yes, please.
पर आपने फ़ारेनहाइट की जगह 100 वैल्यू भी पुट कीजिए आपने डिग्री सेल्सियस की वजह
This is a remarkable
लिखा हुआ लिखे रहना ना तो कुछ
Okay, let me fix it afterwards. We have this formula
32.
and okay, actually a simple one. M is what? M is delta y over delta x. In this situation, our y is what? Y represents this
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, and this one is x input
C.
plus b. Okay, so we will write the Fahrenheit 212 minus 32, and what is changed in the 100 minus 0.
Zero.
So it would be 180 divided by somehow 100, and will be cancelled out. You will get 9 over 5. So your m is equivalent to 9 over
5.
5. So this is the one way. You just need to substitute this value here, and you will get f 9 over 5 c plus d here. If you are talking about the Fahrenheit, then you will represent here
32
32. If okay, in other case here, because output we want, this is the intercept. B is starting point.
Yes.
Freezing point, starting point. Now understand the concept of intercept?
yes
Yes,
sir
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
you have this equation, benchmark equation. You are already familiar with this equation in your childhood classes.
Yes, sir.
Is it so or not?
yes
Yes,
sir
Yes, sir.
So this is the one way you get this equation. Another way, as sorry, what is your name?
अबू बकर
Bakar said that we can use the elimination process, as we learned in the 5th grade. Actually, for a moment, so the f m c plus b in this case in the boiling case, my children, this equation 212
100
m 100 plus b.
B.
In freezing case
32
32
0
m 0
Zero.
plus
B.
b. Now by elimination process we can write 212 100 m plus b 32 0 plus b. Is it okay?
yes
Now by simple, is it okay?
yes sir
Yeah, it will be cancelled out and you will get 100 m and you will get 180. Okay, your m will be
9 by 5
100 and you will get 9 by 5. The same thing. Okay, just I actually want to concatenate your childhood learning this with this. So you can substitute now 9 over 5 c plus 32. Is it okay?
yes sir
If I am asking you that if the temperature of some liquid or maybe some object 50 degrees centigrade tell me its formation in the, tell me its temperature in the Fahrenheit. You just need to substitute the C.
Yes, sir.
Here it is a changing ratio. Here is the initial freezing point. Okay, intercept value of the Fahrenheit. You can just determine. But remember this: it should be on Earth. I'm not talking on Mars. Okay, not on the moon. Okay, because everywhere the thing will behave differently. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, please. Yeah, I'm so sorry. This place. Actually, in previous lecture we learned about this. V is intercept. And if I said that intercept is a point where some system will start. In case of water, in freezing Fahrenheit case, we are considering the system which can measure its temperature. So it is somehow you can say that 32 is telling us about the freezing point. 32 is the starting point. So
Celsius के केस में 0 होगा.
yes, exactly. In case of if we are writing here, but in this situation, okay, please. In this, okay, very interesting. Thank you so much. Very good question by Joel. If you want to follow some equation y mx plus b, this is equation of line, and you want to determine some ratio here. Previously, what we did, we said that Fahrenheit, calculus Celsius and B, but if we are talking about Celsius, here we say that changing ratio of the what? F, exactly, Fahrenheit plus B. In this situation, we will substitute B equivalent to 0. Because we want, but remember, you are this, M should be different then. Are you getting my point? Because you need to determine the M, okay, changing. Now you are,
M will be 5 by 9.
whatsoever, because in this situation, you are, okay, system will become reverse. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you get, because with the simple, okay, for each and every module of life, transformation is done from one system to another, okay? For example, your weight is in a kilogram, you want to measure it in a pound, okay? So, scale. Computing algorithms work. And which computer algorithm work behind all the scenes? For example, on your mobile phone, you want to predict the temperature in Celsius, but you say what should be, okay, in the Fahrenheit. So, this algorithm. And who made this algorithm in form of computing?
Scientist.
I like you people. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Any query, please?
No, sir.
My daughters? No? No query. I mean, no understanding? Okay, good, great. Okay, Noor, ready for quiz? Yes, please. Sorry? Yes, you want to say that this should be in minus? Yeah. What I did, here, remember, okay? If you want minus here, I did not dislike. Minus MC equivalent to minus F minus V. Somehow you want, okay, you actually what you want to do, you want to derive this formula directly from here, that F minus B M C. You want, no, but what I wrote here, I just completely mention a system here which will behave differently according to Jawaz's requirement. Because Jawaz said the input is given in form of a Fahrenheit. We want to predict in the Celsius. Okay? So, of course, in case of Celsius, your intercept value is what? 0. So, here 0, okay? But your this thing, M will, okay, slope will be changed. Now your output, this one is the Y. Celsius is Y. So, in this situation, you are, okay, M equivalent to, in this case Celsius. So another case 212 in the denominator, like so. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Your output becomes different then. So no need of minus. Once you will complete the formula, you will get the same result. Is it clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Okay, get ready for quiz. Turn this off.